All right, we're live. Starting a couple minutes early because I was just sitting here anyways. But I can't find my freaking... Can't find my vape. Where the hell's my vape? Can't tell you how many times I lose that thing. It's just so small. Hang on. Where the hell's my vape? There it is. I found my vape. Ground Fog, what's up, dude? Broke AZ Knives, what's up, man? Boy, the photos and videos are starting to roll in from Blade Show. And man, I'm so jealous. What's up, Nate? Cheeto? What's happening, guys? I'm so freaking jealous, dude. Really wish I was there. Next year, I'm absolutely 100% going to be there. I might even try to make it to Blade Show West. It's in Salt Lake City, which is closer. I would still have to fly, but it would be a cheaper flight. 5-1. How's it going, man? At work, lurking and listening. That's cool. That's cool. Crispy. Hey, buddy. So I take it none of you guys are at Blade Show either, else you probably wouldn't be in the chat here. Has anyone ever been to Blade Show? I've only been to one knife show. It was the California Custom Knife Show, which was a pretty small. It was a pretty small show. It was one big room, lots of booths. You know, some of the heavy hitters were there. ProTech, Benchmade, shit like that. But it was nothing compared to Blade Show. Blade Show is massive, from what I hear, at least. And even that was overwhelming almost, walking in there. I can't imagine. Brand new. Good to see you, man. How are you? So yeah, I'm really freaking... I got FOMO bad. Got the Finch on Tuesday. Nice, good, man. Glad you like it. That hand rub satin finish is beautiful, huh? Looks so good with that wood. That's a classy fucking knife, dude. Seriously classy. So yeah, Jason's there. Pretty much most of my knife internet buddies are there. Having fun without me. But next year I'm gonna go. We're gonna get a hotel room, and we're gonna do a live Blade Cartel from the fucking hotel room at Blade Show. It's gonna be awesome. I'll probably set the mic up in the middle. We'll all sit around it. Maybe we'll have like 5-6 people. Who knows? And just go live. You went to the Cali one last year in November on a Sunday. Oh, cool. So it probably was the California Custom Knife Show, huh? I went to the one. Was it this year? Yeah, it must have been earlier this year. Did they have an exclusive knife there when you went? When I went, they had an exclusive Malibu, which I bought. This one right here in Magna Cut, green textured handle and a mosaic button. I think I have number 17 out of 50. And this was the CCKS exclusive knife. I was surprised they still had some when I got there. I was a little bit late. They still had a few. But they also had an exclusive Mordax there too. And I think everyone really was going for that one. which is why there was some Malibus left over. This might be the rarest knife in my whole collection. There's only 50 ever made. That's pretty rare, dude. That one was close. It was only like, I think, an hour and a half away from me. I'll probably go to that every year, honestly. It's close enough, you know? They had an exclusive. Oh, they had an exclusive Malibu. Cool. Do you remember what it looked like? I didn't buy much. I bought this, which was the same price as a regular Malibu, 280 or like 260, I think. And then I bought a couple knives from the artisan cutlery booth, which were under $100. I bought 2 knives over there, and that's it. Of course, I was tempted to buy a bunch more. But I couldn't afford it. But really, I got to handle a bunch of knives that I'd never handled before, which is really one of the coolest things about going to knife shows is you handle all these knives that maybe you want to try it out before you buy it, or you're just curious about them. It's really cool. Son of Liberty, hello, buddy. Joe too. What's happening? Good to see you. Pushed it out of my mind since I couldn't buy it. So I want to. I don't have very many topics today, at least that are planned. But one thing I want to talk about is I'm thinking about. I want to expand my collection of knives with like new, interesting, weird locking mechanisms. I think that's something really cool and something that I always look at in knives, and I think it's always really cool when a maker comes up with a new way to have a new locking mechanism. There's all kinds of weird shit out there. I was just looking at some weird CRKT locks that they have out there. Since some are pretty cheap, they're like, attainable. So I wanted to talk about some of those and look at some of them and maybe hear from you guys if you have heard of any that I don't know about, maybe. So one that I was looking at is the CRKT Fulcrum. Tried a bunch of stuff at the show. Only pickup I got was MBK prototype. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Bought a 15V mule on the secondary. Oh, cool, man. First mule, excited to build it. Yeah, that's cool, man. Is that your first 15V as well? I've never bought a mule. What are your plans for it? Are you going to buy a leather sheath or make one? Or are you going to make a handle, buy a handle? What are you thinking? Yeah, I saw that short. It made me laugh. Taylor looked like he didn't really want to do it. Knives Army, what's up? How you doing? Look at this CRKT Fulcrum. It's pretty cool, man. It's a really weird way to open the knife. Let me try to find one with a video here. I will just go to YouTube. Share screen. I think I'm going to buy this one. It's only like $30, I think. And yeah, it's not a great knife, but it's just it's a cool concept. It's unique. Wait till you see how this opens. Let me fast forward here. He did it quick. Here. Let's fast forward some more. Come on, dude. There we go. Right here. Here we go. So it's almost like a sliding bolster. See, it slides like that, and then you kind of fulcrum it back into the open position. It's kind of weird, but then it's a liner lock, so you close it with the liner lock. Isn't that weird? I think it's kind of cool, dude. Isn't that neat? I think I want to buy one of these. I wonder, is there a spot for the pocket clip for a tip up? Got 2 of each of the. Oh, you got. Oh, nice. Okay. Looking at scale options, leaning towards FDE, DE, micarta. That'd be cool. I think if I had that mule, I would get some micarta for it too. I'm still freaking looking for some contoured micarta scales for my shaman, by the way. I found there is a few options, but I don't know. It's none that I really loved. And they don't seem to be quite as contoured as like the stock G10 scales are. How much was that mule? Was it like, it was less than $100, wasn't it? The 15V. Wasn't it like $76 or something? I did actually. Yeah. Nobody was taking it, so I put it up on the swap. And it sold for $325, which, I mean, that's crazy, man. I think it's because he had so many made. He like saturated the market with those knives. I think he made too many, or he had Riot make too many, because everyone had one already. They weren't like scarce or hard to get at all. I paid $285 for it, and I sold it. I had to sell it for $325. I put it for initially for $375, and then $350, and then $325. It finally sold at $325. So I took a loss on it for sure. Kind of sucks, but you know, what are you gonna do? At least now my Atom is all paid for. And boy, do I fucking love this thing, man. Holy shit. Also, I hinted at it in a live recently, but the owner of TRM, Marianne, sent me a message. And I don't know, it might have been one of you guys. She said that someone linked my video in their Facebook group. And that was how she heard of me, heard my channel, heard of my channel, and saw, I think it was my unboxing of the Atom that she watched. She said she loved the video, and we started talking. There may be something cool coming. I don't know how much I want to say. There may be something cool coming. And you guys are going to be happy. That's all I will say. Do you like the Atom or Shadow more? It's tough, dude. It is so tough. The Shadow is more of like a really good kind of work knife. You know, it's better ergos. I really like the choke up spot. I would say very slightly more slicey than the Atom, and they have both the same exact blade stock thickness. I think it's just the broader blade on the Shadow that makes it just ever so slightly more slicey. They're both extremely slicey. The Shadow a tiny bit more though. It just feels more like a work kind of utility looking feeling knife. The Atom is a little bit more of like a lightweight, very thin. Well, this one isn't super lightweight because it's titanium, but a thin, you know, more pointy, kind of like elegant EDC knife. But I mean, it can absolutely do work too. I'm just saying, it's kind of like just the feeling that the knife gives me, kind of thing. I mean, and the Atom has a choke up spot as well. It's just not like a pronounced choil like the Shadow has. Both really ergonomic. It's so hard. I think I'd probably have to choose the Atom just because of, I mean, these textured titanium scales have a lot to do with that. If this was just a G10 one and the Shadow was just this G10 one, between those two, that'd be hard too, man. The thumb stud action is definitely better on the Atom because it has an actual detent. You know, you apply a little bit of pressure, the blade flicks out nice and fast. Since the Shadow is a crossbar lock, it doesn't have a great detent, and that's the same with all crossbar locks. They're just not great. So, and it's okay. It's okay for a crossbar lock, but it's just nowhere near as snappy. So, there you go. It's tough. I love them both very much. CPM, what's up, dude? Brashear Beer, what's up? Sharp Guy, what's up? Granny, how's it going? Fit a bit, how's it going? Who's texting me? My papa. So yeah, I love both of them very, very much. I'm becoming such a TRM fan. I really want to get myself a Neutron at some point and a Nerd at some point too. And they have a new knife coming called what is it called? Was it the Halo or something like that? No, it's not that's not the Halo. Their first knife on bearings, apparently. It's kind of like a longer, skinnier kind of looking blade. Do they even have any pictures of it on their website? I don't think so. Apparently they're debuting it at the Blade Show. See if there's something on their Instagram. But the milling on it looks absolutely nuts. Oh, here we go. You can kind of see it here. Here we go. That one right in the middle there. This one right here. Here's a close-up of the pivot. Look at that, dude. They did that diamond texture on the pivot as well, and it matches with the texture on the scale. How the fuck did they do that? That is nuts, dude. Okay, yeah, so they have a full picture of it. Look at that thing. I mean, I'm not really into like skinny knives like that, but that is a pretty good looking one, I gotta say. And look at that milling, dude. The diamond texture, and then there's like lines. There's like milled lines all the way around the chamfer too. That's so wild. Their machining is just next level, man. Jeez. May have to get a hold of a TRM to appreciate them. The profile just doesn't do it for me. I completely and totally understand what you're saying. I mean, the Shadow I was always in love with as soon as I saw it, but the Atom, I gotta say, I was not immediately sold on this design. You know, I've seen them around forever, and until I saw this textured titanium one, then I was like, okay, that looks pretty freaking good. And then when I got it in hand is when I really realized, okay, yeah, this is a really, really good knife. So yeah, you might have to get it in hand to really appreciate it. The Atom was one that definitely slowly grew on me over time, though. The first time I saw it, I was like, yeah, that looks kind of weird. But now it looks just really kind of, I don't know, like sleek and kind of elegant. Washer action too. People always say that these get really smooth over time, and it's already smoothing out a little bit. I mean, it is really smooth, but it's going to get even smoother. In the hunt for all their knives, all your fault. Yeah. Yep. Sorry about that, buddy. Oh, the Comet. That's what it's called. The Comet. And it's in MagnaCut too, I guess. First time they're using MagnaCut. Another company I've been really kind of looking into is Grimsmo. And, you know, I've always seen the Norsemen around, the Rask, but I didn't really know too much about them. But their owner has a YouTube channel and he makes a ton of videos in his machine shop. So I've been watching those recently, and I didn't know that they make everything in house. They make the hardware. They even make the fucking bearings in house. Every single thing on the knife is made in their shop, which is really cool. And the level of accuracy that they use, super, very small tolerances. I was listening to him talk about it, and he's obsessed with getting like true flatness in everything. So that's the reason why his knives are like unbelievably super drop shut, is because he achieves very close to true flatness. I don't even know if you can get true flatness, but he achieves a very high level of flatness on the surfaces in the pivot here. So, you know, you have two flat surfaces, the scales, you have two flat surfaces either side of the tang of the blade, and then you have the bearings, and they're all exactly perfectly parallel with each other. So there's no like minute like wonkiness that would cause the action to hang up. It's like extremely parallel with each other, sandwiched together. And that's why their lockup is absolutely completely solid, but you let the blade drop and it's just like a fucking guillotine. Yeah, I agree. I don't like the Norseman. I think it's an ugly fucking knife. If I was to buy one someday, it would be the Rask for sure. Hey, Cretan's here. Good to see you, man. And I don't know, with the Norseman, people love the Norseman. Some people hate the Norseman. I don't. I think it's a weird design, and maybe if I got it in hand, I would. I don't know. I would realize why it was so great. I don't know. But it just doesn't. It looks weird to me. Uh, you know. I don't know. It just looks funky. You know. I like that machine bevel though. I think that's cool. See those lines. And yeah, it's super and perfectly built, but I just think it looks a little weird. The Rask, though, that is a knife that I would really like to own someday. This is a really good looking knife. Is that the only picture? Hang on. Here we go. Yeah, this is a great looking knife, I think. About $1,000. Oh, you handled one. Cool. One of my favorites. Do you want to borrow one of mine? One of your whats? One of your Norsemans? You handled one. Same as any nice knife, real drop sheddy. Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I hear. Only 8 likes on the stream. It does. Yeah, you're right. It does actually really help more than you think. So yeah, please go. Please go like the stream. Thanks, guys. Some people don't like it because Elmer likes it. Yeah, just doing the opposite of what Elmer Fudd likes. Any new thoughts on the Opinel? Not really anything aside from kind of what I was already talking about in the cut test video. I think it's a handy knife to have around. I would never carry one on my person, I don't think. It's sitting in my truck right now, and that's probably where it'll stay. I could see some times where it would come in handy for sure. It's just so light duty, you know. Yeah, it's super slicey, but it's not nowhere near a work knife, you know. Love the stupid blade shape on the Norseman. Couldn't tell you why though. Yeah. Reminds me of an alcoholic nose. Oh, a Norseman. Man, that would be amazing. That would be seriously amazing if you wanted to lend me one. That would be seriously very cool. I mean, maybe that, I don't know. What are people using that blade shape for, really? I mean, are people actually carrying and using their Norsemans? Probably, right? It's not like out of this world expensive. I mean, it's kind of an aggressive angle here, so you might be able to use that tip for, utility cuts, maybe? You might be able to use that little tip. It looks like there's a slight recurve to the straight of the straight edge too. Maybe it's just a ridiculously good cutter. I don't know. I also like that he numbers every single one, and they're all unique. So every knife that comes out, they photograph. It's not like they take a picture of one Norseman and that's the picture for the whole batch. Every single one has its own picture. Every single one has its own serial number. This one's 6,987. I was watching a recent video. He said that he's up to about 7,000 right now. So he's made 7,000 of these knives. I think that's really cool. I like when makers number their knives like that. That's just cool. Yeah, man, I would love to. If you have an Instagram, hit me up on there and we'll work it out. I'll give you my address and everything. Or if you don't, then you can send me an email at KevinDoodyVideos@gmail. I can't remember if you've hit me up on Instagram before or not. But yeah, that would be amazing, man. Thank you. Opinels are semi-disposable. That's how I'd use them. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they're so cheap. I think that one was $16, I think. So yeah, definitely disposable. Sweet. Hell yeah, man. That's really exciting. Get to see what the fuss is about. Watch me fall in love with it. Gosh. If I were to drop, here's a good question. If someone gave you $1,000 and said, you need to buy a knife with this, what would you buy? One knife. Would it be an Oz Machine Company Roosevelt? Is it Oz Machine Company? I think so. Would it be a Roosevelt, an Arius, a Grimsmo, Rask, or Norseman, or what's another one? What's another $1,000 knife? I guess like the CKF Evo 3.0. That was pretty close to 1,000, right? I'd buy a Rosie. Yeah, I gotta say the Rosie's up there. That might be my number one for $1,000 knives. Another FSD mini semi-custom. Mini FSD, that would be up there too, for sure. That is a badass knife. Yeah, Herman, that's a good one too. Have them all already. I was thinking that the other day. What happens when you have all the grails? Does that take some of the fun out of the chase? Or do you still find interesting things in the knife world? CRK, Sabenza, Boomerang Damascus. Oh yeah. Those are around $1,000, right? What's the Scandi grind knives? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What do you mean? 100 fastbacks? Oh, cool. Rocky, new member. Hell yeah. Welcome, man. Thank you. You probably already know, but all the members get access to the members only video that comes out every weekend. Every weekend a new one comes out, and all the old ones are in a playlist too. So you can go back and watch all the old ones too if you want to. Very cool. Grand for a knife? No thanks. I'll buy a pew pew instead. Yeah, but the question is, someone gives you $1,000 and says you have to buy a knife with it. Then what would it be? Don't have a grail list anymore, so that's kind of bad. I think in a good way. Yeah. Yeah. Beaver's asking, what's the most expensive knife that you own? People who have several of these models often say they like the Rosie the most. I'd have to go with that. I've heard that a couple times too. Yeah. Yep. I've never heard a bad thing about a Rosie ever. $12 bet gliders. Yeah, I think I'd have to pick the Rosie. I actually entered the Rosie freaking lottery. Or no, I entered some lottery. Wait, maybe it was for a Grimm's Mill. I can't afford it, but I figured I would enter anyways, and then if you win, you just buy it and then sell it, right? I wouldn't mark it up, but if I did happen to win the lottery, I would buy it and then just give it to somebody else, What's up, Louie? Kunwu emailed me saying the Chad knife should start shipping on. Oh, cool. Very cool. Nice. Their new design looks really cool too. The blade reminds me of the Evo 3.0. It looks really cool. What is it called again? Kunwu. It's on their Instagram. Yeah, this one right here. This looks cool. I'd be tempted to buy this one. Gosh, I don't know why I can't make the pictures big on Instagram on my computer. But this one here on the top. It looks big. Is this on their website yet? Any photos, I mean. Nope, doesn't look like it. Wow, there's still pulsars here? Huh. Interesting. But yeah, anyways, yeah, the Chad looks sweet. And this, is it the Django? Is that what it's called? That sounds familiar. That might be it. Still want an OTF. Guess I got to make the 250 miles trip to Poland to buy one. 250 miles, that isn't horrible. I guess it depends how badly you want it. Randy's, what's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Olemic Whippersnapper for $9.45. I get to pocket $55. Are the whippersnappers really that much? Damn. That is a cool design. I've always liked that one too. Django Untanged. Nice. Almost spent $9.15 on a Cranes exclusive Damascus Steel Chavez 229 kickstop. They made 15. I couldn't quite get my head around that price. That would have been really sweet. Was it the same handle? Just the regular plain stonewash tie? That would be really sweet. But yeah, I don't know. That seems a little steep. Depends what the handle is, though. Seen a carbon X-Tile the other day. Safe and lock store freight and still has some Kunwas in stock in USA. Oh, interesting. I didn't know they were getting Kunwas. It's far if the gallon of diesel is above 6, but yeah, for sure. Still haven't found anyone to ship you one, huh? Let's take it apart and ship it to you in pieces. Oh, the Padre. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yep. So the other thing I want to talk about was some of you are going to hate this. I bought my first case recently. I bought this from Blue Creek Knives because he's going out of business, and I wanted to buy something from him to kind of support him. You know, he's trying to sell everything. So I bought this. This is the medium Stockman, and it's the John Deere edition. Now, I bought the John Deere one because my grandpa was a big John Deere guy. I remember he always had a John Deere hat and a John Deere belt buckle. If it would focus. Come on, dude. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. There we go. So there it is. Pretty good polish on everything. Excellent pickle knife. Yeah. Yeah. So it's got the clip point. It's got the little sheep's foot, which I like. That's a good option to have on a slip joint, I think. And it's got a little mini spay blade, which I'm not really sure what the use is for that, but it's there. But I don't know, man. I'm not super impressed with the fit and finish of this thing. I know you know, it was only a $55 knife, which I don't know, that's kind of a lot, I feel like, for this. I don't know. You know, the back spacers are not completely flush. I could feel little ridges back here on all the back springs. One of the blades is rubbing another one. All the edge bevels are a little wonky. You know, they kind of like dip in back towards the heel down here. I don't know. The pull isn't that strong. Ouch. I just cut myself. The pull isn't that strong. And I don't know. I'm not like blown away by it. I thought I would be. I've never bought a case before. And you know, it's not a GEC. GEC is kind of the top of the line, at least large production USA made. I don't even know if you'd call it a large production anyways, but you know, more notable US traditional knife maker. GEC is the top. So I don't know. If anybody in the chat knows about case knives, you know, does the quality and fit and finish go up the more you spend on a case? Is this like a low end case? What's the dealio? Spade blade's good for castrating a bowl, but originally for scraping of ink when writing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard the castrating part. I didn't know about the scraping. I know what you mean. Some of the case knives are not up to par, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. You know, I didn't buy it really to use it. I bought it as like a collector's thing, you know. I wanted a case knife in the collection, and this John Deere one kind of stood out to me, so that's why I bought it. I just wasn't blown away by like the fit and finish and everything. I still want a GEC. I am gonna try for one. I tried on a recent GEC drop. I was literally on the website at the listing as the counter counted down from like 30 seconds down to 0. There was a counter when they dropped. As soon as it hit 0, I pushed buy or pushed add to cart, went to the cart, used PayPal because that's faster. And as before I could press buy, they were gone. It was 10:01. They had dropped at 10 o'clock and they were gone. It was unbelievable. Never seen a knife sell out that quickly, ever. Bought 7 case knives ranging from 35 to 80. The fit and finish was hit and miss. Oh, really? Okay. Returned 4 of the 7. There was a period where the quality dipped quite a bit. That was my other question. Was there ever a time where their fit and finish was like better or like really good, and then it kind of fell off as time went on, or what's the dealio? I'll be right back. I need a Band-Aid. Oh yeah, the new Jack Wolf. Yeah, it looks interesting. I wonder how much they're going to be. If the slip joints are $300, I imagine this is going to be like 350, 400, right? I don't know, man. Nice pants. Thanks, man. These are some of my comfy comfy PJs. Bob, what's happening, man? Good to see ya. My early 70s case knives are very good. Okay, interesting. That's kind of what I expected. If I was to guess, I would have guessed that, you know, back in the day, these were made better and then they kind of fell off. That happens a lot of times. Yeah, the new Jack Wolf. Yeah, he's doing a bolster lock front flipper. It looks interesting. It's going to be way overpriced, though. I already know. It's called the Gunslinger Jack. I'll pull it up right now. I'm just not. I'm not. I'm not into it. Number one, I don't like the. Okay, it's $350. Isn't that exactly what I said? $350. I don't like the blade shape. I'm not into that clip point. I don't like the handle shape. I love I love that sharpening choil because that's how Pena does his. I really like that. The clip looks kind of weird. It's like really skinny. You can reverse flick it or front flip it. I don't know. If it was a different blade shape, I might be more into it. Also, it's kind of weird how he. Oh, that one was the same color. Let me see. I saw another photo where the filler tabs were like a different color than the clips. I guess they aren't all like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you guys anyone gonna buy one of these? You have to buy a Jack Wolf for the price. There's just too many knives I like more. Yeah, exactly. I'm in the same boat. $300. There's just so much I would rather have. But I do want to try one. I have one on the way soon in the next couple weeks, a loaner. So I will finally get to try one. And it'll be interesting to see. Maybe I'll handle it and be like, okay, I'm gonna buy one. I doubt it. Wouldn't recommend case to anyone quite frankly, until they show they can be somewhat consistent. Not sure how far back you have to go to get decent quality. Really? So inconsistent fit and finish? Cyborg is the one that speaks to me. Wish I could get one. Yeah, that's a pretty. Actually, I can't remember what that one is. Actually, let's see. I think that's one of the ones that I wasn't huge on. Let's see. Cyborg. I don't know. It looks cool, but it's just got way too much belly for me, for my uses. I think it looks cool. But I would get one of the ones with like a Warncliffe or sheep's foot blade. I liked the Venom Jack. I liked this one a lot. And I liked the low drag a lot. Aesthetically. But I still wouldn't buy one. Just got done doing some fishing with my kids. Oh, that's cool, man. That's great. That's gotta be nice. I've been fishing with my dad a few times. He's not a big fisherman. Neither am I, but it's always fun. Not my thing for 300. Yep, exactly. Patina Turner, what's up, dude? Paid less for a completely custom fixie. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Can name a dozen knives in the 350 range that I really want. Yeah, 350 is kind of like the sweet spot for I don't know, you're starting to kind of see like some diminishing returns. Not quite, but like 450 is, well, I don't know. 450 kind of maybe is when you start seeing some diminishing returns where you're starting to really pay for the designer name, you know. But yeah, 350, there's a ton of amazing knives around 350 for sure. What do you think of petrified fish cash or fixed beluga? There's a fixed beluga? I don't think I've seen that. If it is a bit much for the gunslinger, several far more impressive knives in that price range. Just glad to see a locking model from J Wolf. Yeah, it is kind of cool. You know, it's cool that he's branching out, trying something else. I can always respect that. Yeah. How are you raking in the cash every month? Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. He's making money. You know, the advertising campaign for Jack Wolf knives, you got to admit, is really good. I mean, just, you know, the photographs, the artwork, just the whole aesthetic he did it right. He did a very good job. How much could it possibly cost to make a Jack Wolf, and why is it higher than literally every other maker? Yeah, you know, I couldn't guess how much it cost him to make it. Probably like $50, maybe less, right? Maybe $100. I don't know. I have no idea. Just guessing, but it's nowhere near 300. I know that. Hard to argue 350 for that when Kunwu gives you full tie with all their blade steels. He treated over 61 HRC. Yeah, Kunwu really is one of the best buys for a titanium frame knife with blade steel that's heat treated correctly. It's hard to beat. They really pay attention to getting their blade steels heat treated correctly, and you can tell, dude, with my Polestar, that thing cuts so well, and that edge lasts for a pretty long time. It's, you know, you can just tell. You can just tell, you know. This is a really good cutter. I wish it had a little bit of a more snappy detent feeling, but, you know, it's a bar lock, so you can't really expect it to have one. This is a knife that I would really like to have that magnetic detent system on. That I forget the guy's name, but he's making prototypes on the 20.5s, Demcos. He has like a magnet system that he puts down in here, and it's almost like a magnetic detent, like kind of like the Factor uses. So it gives knives with not much of a detent like this one, and the 80 20.5, and you know, there's a bunch of them. It gives them more of a crisp breakaway detent feel. And he's saying he can install it on almost any knife. So that could be a real game changer. That's why the Chad was delayed, because it is so hard. It took him forever to sharpen them properly. Oh, really? Makes sense. What is the blade steel on the Chad? What did they use? On this one, it's LMAX on the Pulsar. This was a Pulsar that I got on the Kickstarter. I backed the Kickstarter on this one. And it was quick, dude. I think it was like only 3 months from when I backed the Kickstarter to when it arrived. And it's amazing, man. A lot of detailed machining on the handle. Extremely smooth. I mean, look at that. Extremely smooth action. Very smooth crossbar lock. Rock solid lockup, which you don't always get with crossbar locks. It's great, dude. Really, really great. Mine was number 286 out of 600. Cretan's heading out. Right on, brother. Good to see you. Couldn't we best bang for the buck? Yeah, I mean, one of the best. I think Megaron's doing some pretty good stuff too, but I haven't heard much about the quality of their blade steels. Does anyone know if anyone's done testing on one of the premium Megarons, like the Carrix or the Flicks that that I just had here? Because that was a great deal for the Flicks. It was $200 for a titanium bolster lock with carbon fiber. Run Flicks. Yeah, right here. M390. Good looking knife, textured on the titanium. I mean, that's pretty freaking sweet. Unless the M390 just sucks. This is an extremely good price. Cool design too. I just haven't heard anybody do any testing with it. Oh, you got it. Nice, dude. Yeah, it's so much fun. So much fun. I freaking love it thing. The chat is using a Saab piano. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. It was some weird new one I hadn't heard of. 69 Rockwell. Holy fuck. That's gnarly. I wonder what I wonder what the Padre is going to be in. I love that they're trying new stuff. That's so good. Anyone going to snag a Civivi Hypersonic? I can't remember. I can't remember what that is. Let me look it up. Oh, it's the GTC. Oh yeah. Oh no, it's not. This is no, I was thinking of the Wii. I don't know. It looks cool. I definitely like the look of it. $90. Steel frame lock in 14C. Pretty heavy, 6 ounces, but I don't really care. Designed by Cicchini. He has another knife coming out with Wii that I'm absolutely gonna buy. Just can't remember what it's called, and it's not out yet. What was it? It's a G. It's. What was it? Hang on, let me find it here. I need to write this down because I was thinking about it today, and I couldn't remember what it was called because I need to keep an eye out for this thing. I'll find it later. I don't know. This thing looks cool, man. This thing looks really cool. Yeah, I'd be tempted. I don't own any of his designs, so it'd be a cool one to have in the collection for sure. But if I'm gonna buy his other one, the Wii knife, then maybe I'd just wait for that. He has a really unique flipper tab with a spring in it. It's almost like a kickstop, but it's not. And he's using that technology on the new Wii knife. I just can't remember what it's called. Thoughts on the Lanyard 2? The clutch lock and upgraded steel makes it much more appealing. Oh, is there a Lanyard 2 with the clutch lock? I didn't know that. Speaking of clutch locks, holy shit. There's a new mini nightshade. Frosty nightshade with a bar lock. I ordered it. I'm such a fan of the Nightshade. I just had to. It's a mini Nightshade with a crossbar lock. Did anyone else order that yet? Let me pull it up. I'm not a huge Vosteed fan, except for the Nightshade. The Nightshade is an incredible knife. And now that there's a mini, I just had to. I had to do it. Here it is, Nightshade Tia. Or wait, no. That's the thumb stud version. That's new too. But where is the freaking the mini? Where is it? Where is it? I don't know. I know I bought it on here. Vosteed mini Nightshade. There we go. Yeah, look at that. So same shilling cutter blade shape, but smaller with a crossbar lock. I think that's going to be a pretty sweet carry. 2.6-inch blade, 14C28N. It's only 1.79 ounces. That is insane, dude. It's an aluminum thumb stud and backspacer. What's overall length? 6.3 inches. So yeah, it's pretty small. But I think this is going to be a really sweet little fifth pocket knife, or even a primary knife. Have you seen the Riot XOK? Yeah, I have actually. It looks cool. I don't think I'd buy it, but I would love to play with one. What's up, Drew? What's happening? The mini looks really cool. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Anyone else going to buy one of these? Didn't get the notification about the stream for some reason. My schedule's all screwed up for Memorial Day. No worries, dude. You made it. We'll go for a little bit longer. We're looking at the new mini Nightshade with the crossbar lock. I ordered it. You know, the last time I ordered a Vosteed, I was very disappointed. It was the Corgi. But this is it's kind of a proven knife already because I love the Nightshade so much. And I'm pretty sure I will like this, but we'll see. $60. So it's not, I think it's a very good price. Crossbar Nightshade, I think so. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So yeah, they're on here. It says pre-order, but it says that they ship. What did it say? They ship on. Yeah. Well, we'll begin delivery on the 6th. So that's a week away. So you can pre-order it, get it shipped in a week. There is. What's the difference here? Just the thumb stud? Yeah, there's one with a red thumb stud, one with a plain thumb stud. So interesting. Mini Nightshade would look killer with an anodized tie clip. Yeah. Yeah, it really would. If the mini Nightshade had a thumb hole, I'd be all over it. Actually, you know what? That was one of my first thoughts is I wish it was just a liner lock with a hole. I agree with you there. I think unless they do this crossbar lock perfectly, it has the potential to kind of ruin it. A liner lock with a thumb hole would be perfect because then you'd still get the nice snappy reverse flick that I love so much on the original. I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping they do this crossbar lock well, but the original is such a nice snappy reverse flicker. So nice. It even makes a little ting sound. I just love it, man. This is one of my best cutters. Just an incredible knife. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping it's good. The new RSK Auto for 210. I haven't seen that. The are you talking about the what's the RSK? The I can't think of it. I'll have to look it up here in a second. Carried that Bush Bandit to work today. It's a beast of a fixed. Oh, nice, very nice. How do you carry it? Do you carry it like up and down on your belt, or horizontal, or how do you do it? The RSK Auto. Oh, the Doug Ritter. Is there an Auto Ritter? Doug Ritter. Let's see. Doug Ritter Auto RSK. Oh yeah, there it is. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't hear about this. Oh, it has a safety too. Huh. $210 in Magna Cut. That's very cool. Huh. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, that's cool, man. That is really cool. Very, very interesting. I think $210 is a great deal. Definitely. Yeah, price is very good. Yep. Yeah, that's a great design. I've never owned an RSK, but I've owned a Griptilian, which is kind of similar, kind of the same thing. It's a great knife. This is G10, right? Yeah, G10. Okay, good. The Griptilian was plastic, which I really hated, so that's good. It's G10. Cool, man. Thanks for letting me know about that. Saw a photo of the new Benchmade OTF. Also, really, there's a frag tie Benchmade OTF. Wow. Carry it horizontal, right in the front, just to the right of my belt buckle. I would carry it on my back, but since I'm sliding in and out from underneath trucks most of the day, it would get beat up. That's exactly how I carry my my Bradford Guardian. Horizontal, just to the right of my belt buckle. Because it's just real easy to just reach down and just pop it out. Did you guys see that Benchmade's starting to print their website on their knife blades now? It's like, dude, are you trying to piss us off? I'm serious. They have it printed in small letters. Benchmade.com / something. Have they done a regular RSK in Magnica yet? I don't know. I don't think so, actually. I don't think they have. Trying to find that that titanium Benchmade OTF. Wait, do you know what it was called? I wish they would make the shootout in a different handle because I actually really liked that knife. I love how it looks. It was a pretty slicey blade for an OTF. It's probably my favorite Benchmade, actually. I just hate the plastic handle. If they would make it in aluminum, I would honestly, seriously, very seriously buy one. Benchmade is in a weird place right now. Yeah. Yeah, you could say that again. Yep. Who the fuck knows? Did they like change management or something like that? Or Benchmade has plenty of billboarding on its own. I know. Is anyone wondering? Oh, I wonder what Benchmade's website is. Literally nobody. You don't even need to know websites anymore. You just go to Google and you type it in. It pops up. It's so stupid. Ugh. Got the Phaeton with aluminum handle. What is that? Is it a Benchmade? Let's see. Oh, it's an OTF. I've never. Is this a new one or an old one? That's got to be old, right? Yeah, it looks pretty good. 425. Damn. I don't know, man. I think the Shootout is a great looking knife. I reviewed it on the channel. I had a loaner. I really liked the blade. It was a slicey blade. For an OTF, it was nice and kind of broad and slicey. The handle felt great. It was not a typical OTF handle. It's more of like just a regular knife handle, right? That is just happens to have a blade shoot out the top of it. The switch felt good. It felt cheap and plasticky, but it felt good other than that. I really liked it. Just the plastic handle, I could not do it. It made a shitty sound. It made a very plasticky kind of sound when you fired it. There was pretty good blade play, wiggle. All OTFs have some, but that one was a little bit more wiggly than like my axial gear. But overall, man, if this had an aluminum handle, I would buy one. I really would. That's what happens when you hire too many people to do useless jobs. maybe they did hire a bunch of new people, and people are doing busy work. Shootout's the only benchmade I like, unless they bring back the anthem. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. No damn way I pay $3 for an OTL with the fucking plastic. Oh yeah, hell no. Fuck no. And they say, oh, it's not plastic, it's CF Elite. It's super tough. Yeah, maybe it's tough, but it don't feel good. It feels like a toy. Really just like Benchmade. I think most people are kind of starting to feel that way, unless, there are some Benchmade super fans. I think people in general are kind of getting fed up, I know I am. I don't own any Benchmades anymore. I sold them all. I've owned a few. How many Benchmades have I owned? Bug Out, Griptilian, Mini Adamas, what was it called? The slip joint. What's the slip joint called? I can't remember. The Benchmade slip joint. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like there's one more. Bug Out, Griptilian, Mini Adamas. I can't remember. I think there was 5. So not a whole lot, but Proper. Yes, thank you. Thanks, Kevy. Griptilian gets a pass in the Shootout, but that's it for me. Yeah, I think the Griptilian's a pretty good knife, especially the sheep's foot version, which is the one I had. But I could never get that blade to fall shut and have 0 blade play. I could never get it, and that was the case with all my Benchmates, every single one. If I wanted to pull down the axis lock and have the blade fall shut, I would always have a little bit of blade play every single time. When your biggest innovation is releasing the Bug Out in 3 new nature-inspired colors, they're made. Yeah, I know, exactly. They released the Bug Out with new colors, and they raised the price. It's the same Bug Out, same exact Bug Out, same blade steel. No, it's $280. $280 for S30V and plastic? Like, it almost makes you mad when you think about it, right? It's like, what the fuck are you thinking? You can get a Hogue Deca, a better knife, in Magna Cut for $130. Oh, nice, man. You're going to the show. Lucky. I'm jealous, man. Have a blast, dude. Have a freaking blast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Got a Benchmade for $4. I was at the thrift store. Oh, wow. Well, that's probably a pretty fair price. Oh yeah, the narrows. Wait, wasn't it $600? So ridiculous. I tried it. They had one at the California Custom Knife Show, and I tried one. It sucked, dude. Honestly, it sucked. The only thing that I was kind of impressed with, it was very smooth. It felt like it was on bearings. I don't know if it is on bearings or not. It might be. It felt like it was on bearings. It was ridiculously thin, too thin, I think. It was thinner than the Atom here. The tabs on the axis lock are tiny. You don't even really get a good grip on them. They felt too small. Not a full flat grind. This blade is not going to slice well. Doesn't mean it's going to slice okay. It's not going to be like a mega slicer or anything. And they're using M390. What? Why would you do that? The handle looks like it should have inlays, but they've popped out. I mean, the sharpening choil sucks. Well, it doesn't suck. It's not good though. It looks like it's kind of hard to tell from the picture. It could suck, but it looks like there might be a little room there. But yeah. Your options with Benchmade are have blade play or have a fixed play. Yeah, exactly. Never felt a solid one. Yeah, me either. Me either, man. Yep. Would you rather have Benchmade Narrows or a Demco MG an 8020? Yeah. Gosh. Yep. That's a no-brainer. Is the Narrows integral? No, it's not. Nope. 522. Yeah, it looks like it says pre-order 522 on Blade HQ. I know in the video where Knife Center was at the Benchmade booth, I think it was a SHOT Show or something, they said 600. So they may have come down a bit. But look at this photo. Here's a good photo of how thin it is. Look at those scales, dude. It's ridiculous. Who wants a knife that thin? Nobody. Who is saying, my knives are too thick? Who's saying that? 33% thinner than the bug out. Why? Why do you want? Nobody wants that. Nobody. Nobody's saying our knives are too thick. Gosh. Had to mess with Benchmade I've encountered to dial the action and they've all had blade play. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Every single one. Don't want to carry something that looks that thin. It looks like liners missing scale. Yeah, it does. It looks like a pair of liners. Exactly. It totally does. Bought Lacey 5 micron emulsion after watching your video. Oh, cool. Very cool, man. Yeah, I think you'll really like it. It's good stuff. Very good deal too. I mean, compared to Gunny Juice, that stuff is fucking insane. It's a tiny little bottle. It's like $50 or something like that. Vince just lost their shit. Yeah. Trying to break into the Uber premium market without upgrading quality. Yeah. Yes. Yep. Designed for Nick Shabazz. Ballsy wood scales for the narrows to strengthen it. Yeah, put them over top. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I would love to see their numbers on the narrows to see how many people have bought it or how many people have pre-ordered it. It can't be that many, right? I mean, there's some die-hard Benchmade guys out there that will buy it probably, but you got to have money. A lot. Most people don't drop 530 bucks on a knife. Even I don't very often. I'll do that like once a year maybe. You know? Yeah, who knows? Let's wrap it up, dudes. Bought Lisa's stuff too. It's awesome. Yeah, she makes good stuff. Yeah. I know. I couldn't tell if Taylor like didn't want to do the video or if he was embarrassed. I wonder if he was embarrassed that he had it. All right. Any other thing? Oh, I need to mention something. It was pointed out to me that I was selling the Kaiser T1 for 60, and I had completely forgotten that I had gotten this on sale. Completely forgot. Someone pointed it out to me in the comments, and this I got on sale for I think it was like 40 something bucks. So that's my bad. I shouldn't have listed it for 60. Just completely forgot. So if anyone is interested, I'll do this for, well, to cover my shipping, I'll go 45. It's almost not even worth selling it though at that low of a price. Maybe I'll just hang on to it actually. But if you do want to buy it like as an add-on with another knife, you can do that. I still do have the Tucson TS 376 for sale. This is still up for sale, $100 with a new high polish edge on it that I did. Very smooth, very cool knife. $100. And if you want to throw in the T1 for like, I don't know, $35, I can do that. Heard that the narrows might go out of dealers discounted because you have no initial price backlash. Huh. Yeah, I mean, Benchmade must have heard the feedback, right? They're not like oblivious thinking that everyone's fine with the price. Who knows? All right. Love you guys. What else? I think that's it. Cool. Thanks for hanging out. Good times, dudes. Good times. See you on the next one. See you in the comments. And love you. Adios, dudes.